drink with my best friends. Some people say we have a problem, but every night I make a new best friend. And the only problem is we like having a good time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, love wrestling. It's Thursday night. It's 8 p.m. And you know what that means.
What does it mean, JPJ? Tell them.
It's another episode, the 90th episode of Between
Suck on that,
Two
Spencer. 90
Beers.
baby.
90 episodes. Who'd have thought?
You can't get rid of us.
Soon enough, it's going to be 100 and what the hell, a century. Centuries worth.
He's tried since day one to get rid of us, but you
Couldn't
guys
believe
have
it.
kept us here.
Couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. 90 episodes. Jesus. The hell did we do?
You know what? I didn't even.
I was setting up the room and I was like, oh, what number? I was checking last week. So I'm like, holy shit, 90.
I didn't even think of that.
Huh?
So I didn't promote that 90. Guess what?
No.
I guess come by next week for the 91st episode celebration.
We've done it before.
We'll celebrate odd numbers.
I believe we celebrated the 11th and the 51st episodes.
Yeah, we don't give
a shit.
Here.
All episodes are equal to us, dang it.
That's right.
How we doing, Pluggo? How are you over there?
I am good, man. Blowing the budget for 90 episodes. You're damn right, Dustin. Great.
Dustin,
welcome.
Absolutely.
Dustin blows the budget on those badass love for wrestling.
I'm excited. I haven't done my chamber one yet. I'm probably going to do it. And we only have the hour tonight because tonight we got a big episode. Quizplex happening right here at 9 p.m.
with Zark. Zarkaloo is going to host with Spencer. I guess they're going to be together.
I believe they're live from a pub up in Montreal. Some of the Love Wrestling crew has ascended upon Montreal.
Yes.
For the weekend. It's a big
weekend. They got our boy, Big Ben.
Yeah.
Hog carrying member himself. He's going to win that thing. TJ Cannon's in the house and Sal Ronaldo, your pal Sal. It's a stacked 9 o'clock.
It is an absolutely
right here on this
stacked episode of Quizplex happening right after us, 9 p.m. But we have an absolutely stacked episode of Between Two Beards. We figured we got the hour. Big pay-per-view Saturday evening up in Montreal, Canada, the Elimination Chamber. So we figured, why not? We got the hour. Let's have ourselves a good old-fashioned Elimination Chamber preview.
And it's been a minute since it's just been the two of us.
It has. We've been lucky to have a good row of guests. We haven't had an episode with just the two of us.
Yeah.
And feels like forever. So we decided we're going to dive in. We're going to talk some chamber. You posed the question on the Between Two Beards Twitter that got some good good responses about, and we're going to talk about it because the lead up here, and we'll wait till we get to that main event. But you had a pretty cool question of
I just want to
the
know.
intrigue. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm sitting there Monday night watching Raw. I was a little late to the party, that darn kid of mine. He was busy, but I got late to the. So we're getting into the groove of Raw, and the Sami and Cody stuff happened. And my God, did they sell me a damn ticket to Cody versus Sami? Like, I want to see that too. So my question is Cody versus Sami just as compelling as Cody versus Roman? Because the Cody and the Roman story isn't really bloodline related. The Cody Sami thing, it's like, so that was where I'm thinking, what's more compelling of a story? Because it's not Sami. I'm not talking Sami versus Roman or any of that. I'm just talking these two separate entities. Which story is more compelling to you guys? In the chat, in the comments, you let us know what you think. JPJ, I'm super intrigued on what you think, because pre-show you said you might feel a little different than me.
Yeah, I think it's Roman and Cody. That's
okay.
That. All right, here's the thing, right? I love Sami Zayn. I'm very excited for this event on Saturday. I'm very excited about it. It's the culmination of one of the greatest stories that WWE, in my opinion, has ever told. Truly.
Yeah.
The story's not going to end, though, because the story is going to end at WrestleMania. Mm-hmm. But, there's a lot, and, you posed it because, as
because
this
that segment
groundswell
was so good. That's why
it was. But I would make an argument that a week prior, Cody Rhodes had quite a segment as well with Mr. Paul Heyman to set the story in motion for Cody and Roman. Now, here's the thing. Would I be upset if Sami Zayn got inserted into the main event and it was a triple threat at WrestleMania? No. Would I be upset if Sami Zayn won the title Saturday night at Elimination Chamber and it ended up being Cody and Sami? No. But to me, those are not the stories they've been telling. I am very much a pro Sami Zayn. This storyline with the bloodline, how we've been gaga over it the whole time it's been going on. It's spectacular. But the story, to me, and for everyone that just popped into the chat, welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. We're talking the intrigue of Cody and Roman versus the intrigue of Sami and Cody that they teased on Raw, or potentially, Cody did a big interview with Ariel Henwani, and Ariel asked him, how would you feel about a triple threat match at WrestleMania? And Cody was like, hell yeah, man. If that's what it is, ends up being.
Cody don't care.
Cody don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I love it. Cody's like, I'll fight. I don't care. It's about a title for me. It ain't about this. Complete
side quest, as our future boss Freddie Prinze Jr. says. Like, did you see the Cody Rhodes Logan Paul interview on Impulsive?
No, I haven't yet. No.
Logan Paul asked him about his famous family and was like, your father Dusty Rhodes and your brother Dustin Rhodes and your sister Lana Rhodes. And he goes, the porn star? He said that real quick. Cody knew. He's in the know on that. He's like, the porn star? I don't think we're related. And I was like, geez, Cody, how'd you know that? Anyway.
Don't be hating on people. Don't be hating.
I'm not hating.
Don't be hating on Cody around here.
He knew that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It happens.
Wait, never heard of it. But no. Yeah. All so right. Again, I'm with you. I think Cody and Roman is going to be phenomenal, and they're going to tell a great story. But that stuff on Monday night made me go, Sami and Cody could do that too.
But that's not how I felt. That happened on Monday night, and for me, that was affirmation that Sami's got no chance of being in that main event at WrestleMania.
Well, he did play the whole, I don't know if I can do it card, but he played it very well.
Of course. No, it was a great segment. It was a wonderful segment. I'm not sitting here saying that, but to me, that was a segment that stood out to me. It was, okay, Sami's got his moment on Saturday, but after that, it's Cody. Cody's the guy that's fighting Roman. You know what I mean? And it's just, this has happened. And I understand why. But to me, it's one of those things where Sami is so popular and this story has been so terrific and perfectly laid out and perfectly planned that the groundswell for Sami to be involved in the main event or be the one to beat Roman is legitimate. But people are talking themselves out of just enjoying. Like, what the fuck, guys? We've been complaining for 15 years that WWE doesn't know how to tell stories. They're telling a fucking amazing story.
But that's just it, JPJ. They're telling such a good story that there's options for once.
No. There are not options. They're telling a good story to the point where wrestling fans are fucking talking themselves out of just enjoying a good story. They're like, oh, it's got to be Sami now. If it's not Sami, this is bullshit. I
didn't even say that.
But people, a lot of people, if it's not Sami at WrestleMania, it's fucking stupid.
I will say this.
It's stupid. Oh, my God.
This story has been so well told that, how do you give Sami his flowers? I don't think he's winning on Saturday.
You give Sami his flowers by letting him main event a pay-per-view, going for a world title in his hometown. And then a month later at WrestleMania, him and his best friend of 20 years that everybody knows are going to win the tag titles against the Usos at WrestleMania. That's how you give Sami his flowers.
Okay.
How is that hard for people to understand? Pluggo. You're making me. I don't. People are driving themselves insane. Over this.
That's why I'm asking. That's why I asked the question.
People are driving themselves insane about it. And I don't know why.
Because it's that well told of a story because that was also a huge criticism for the last 15 years in WWE lore, is that like there's not multiple credible challengers for the title, and now you have two that everybody loves and they want to see it, because today is the 900th day of this Roman Reigns reign.
I know, 900 today, right? Yeah,
900 today, and we want to see, and we've all been saying like who's going to beat him. It's got him, and it's Cody's been marked as the guy, but Sami came out of nowhere, and I'm just saying, like, again, I would be happy with whatever they choose.
We have Dustin saying, storyline wise, nothing can match the story that has been told with Roman, the Bloodline, and Sami. It's definitely more compelling. Wrestling in ring wise, Sami, Cody, I think would be better. But either way, whatever they're going to do, we're going to get something special. And I think that's, to me, this whole Bloodline storyline has never been about, it's never been about Sami and Roman until right now. Like, Roman's the leader of the Bloodline, so obviously he's been involved with it. But the story has always been Sami and Jay. That's always been the story.
Yeah, because he broke through the ceiling.
Yes. So that was the whole story, and now Jay's kind of the linchpin to what's going on in 2 nights from now, and Jay is going to still side with Roman, and that's why the story at WrestleMania is going to be the tag titles. Like, I don't know, I just feel like,
which is
we're about to have these great stories and these moments where we're going to get the culmination of somebody finally beating Roman and Cody at WrestleMania. You're going to get the moment with Sami and KO versus the Usos and their crowning moment at WrestleMania. And like a big segment of the wrestling community is talking themselves into like not enjoying things because it's not going to go the way that, I don't know. I'm
going to enjoy all of it because it's all fantastic.
I know, it's just very frustrating. It's like guys, like Dustin said, we're getting something special here. We're in the middle of something special. Like, let's all can we just sit back and enjoy it for a little bit?
In the middle, I think people are just like, a lot of the reason that this is so special is Sami fucking Zayn.
Yes, but why does he have to win the world title for it to be special?
He doesn't have to. It would be awesome. It'd be a great moment. But the Bloodline was kind of like floundering a little bit and then Sami like took it to another level. So I think the Sami Zayn fans are just mad that like they know Saturday he's taking that L and we're moving on to Cody. But this is all good.
Because Sami's still going to be involved in the Bloodline with.
But you and I both know that the world undisputed WWE Championship Universal culmination thing is a much bigger moment than tag titles.
Yes, of course. I understand that. But Sami even said it 2 weeks ago. It was never about taking out Roman. This whole thing has never been about taking out. I don't know. It's weird because the story's been so perfect. And I've enjoyed it more than anything WWE's put on, like I think a lot of us, for a long time. And now I'm starting to be like, why is everyone bitching? Why is everyone bitching? This is amazing. This is amazing, guys.
It is amazing.
This is really good. Why are we angry about this? I don't understand.
They're picking a side. They've got options. Finally, we have options. The WWE's been able to tell multiple people's story and give it layers for the first time in years.
I just don't know why so many people are upset. It's so good.
Because we love Sami Zayn.
So good. Yeah, so he's main evented a pay-per-view in 2 days. And he's going to get a hero's welcome. And it's going to be amazing. And he's going to get the shit beat out of him.
But we want him to win.
That makes the story better when he doesn't. Damn it, people.
Does it really?
Yes. Not all stories in life have happy endings, Pluggo. All right.
So is Cody going to get a happy ending at Mania?
Yes.
You're not
going. Although there are some rumors that there are some people out there saying that
He's going for 1,000.
Yeah, they're not 100% sure they're gonna take him off. I don't know. Hey, who knows?
Look, man,
Who knows?
I want to preface this by simply stating, like, I would be happy with Sami and Cody at Mania, Roman Cody at Mania, Cody Rome, whatever. You do what you got to do. Look at this guy in the
Look
chat.
at this guy popping in. You warming up. You getting ready for your
future
Quizplex
championship champion.
Starting in about a little under 45
He's
minutes.
He's a Quizplex champion, but he's going for that dual.
He's going
Roman
for the deuce.
The deuce.
Yeah, he's trying to get that double strap.
That double strap for his double hog.
Good to see you.
If you haven't, friends, go follow Big Ben. Check out Uproar. Amazing stuff.
Good stuff. Good Big stuff. Ben rules. All right.
But yes, I'm just saying it's compelling. It's interesting. They're doing a good thing. But that's what that.
I don't want people to see this and say, "Oh, this guy doesn't like Sami Zayn." That's not true. This story's been amazing. I love Sami Zayn, but the story is them beating the Usos. That's always been the story. It's been what's in the line. Okay, hey, that's fine. I'm not against Sami Zayn ever winning the world title. Duh.
Just this week. Just this road to WrestleMania.
It's not the story. It's not the story. The story is Jay. Jay's the focus.
Right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm with you. I'm with you. But you also, I know that you're like, this is people finally like, we're divided. Let's pick a side.
I get it. We're divided. There's enough division in the world. All right. Can we all just agree on Sami? Can we just agree?
But if it was just this road to WrestleMania without Sami, I'm sure Cody and Roman would tell a great story. But having that little wrinkle in it where it's like that seed of doubt is like, that's where the questions come up. Like, oh shit, this is super interesting.
No, but that's what's made it better. But I feel like a lot of fans are so convinced. They're convincing themselves.
People don't like Roman too. That's why.
Okay. Well, all right, fine. You're insane.
But if fine. See him lose that.
Well, yes. Well, look at in the scheme of things, like I love Roman Reigns, but I want him to lose those belts too. Duh. Once he loses the belts, it opens up the field. It opens up the field to people who can become champion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you got to be at a certain level to be in Roman's ball field now. But once he's not the champion, it opens up it for everybody.
And now you got two guys in Roman's stratosphere ready to take that shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, and it is awesome, and I'm happy about it. I know the discourse, and I know what's going to happen is, and again, it's social media. It is. You got to take it as it is. But the discourse is going to be, oh, they should have went with Sami. Oh, God.
I mean, I'm seeing
people are talking themselves into hating Cody.
That's like, that's what I'm saying. People are already shitting on Cody's run.
Why?
So you telling me WrestleMania Night 2 main event, if Sami Zayn's holding up the belts, you would be less excited if it was Cody?
Me?
Yeah, like if it wasn't Cody, like Cody's still out, it's Sami, and because we had this conversation when everybody thought it was going to be Rock and Roman.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen.
Correct.
So I'm just saying, like, whatever they decide to do, it's Sami Zayn.
Yes, if it was Sami, it would be great.
All right. I'm just making sure.
But I people are talking themselves into shit, man. They're talking themselves into shit, and they're like shitting on Cody, and they're like hating Cody, and it's like, what?
Cody
What
does
the hell did Cody do? Cody seems like the most chillest, ready to go. I'll do whatever, I'm, type guy, and everyone's like, oh. I saw people saying like, what's the story with Cody? What do you mean? What's the story?
People don't like Cody Rhodes too, though. There's a pocket of those people out there that still haven't forgiven him for ending racism in that promo.
Listen, in today's world, there ain't nobody that everybody likes. You know what I mean? Somebody hates somebody out there. We got Mr. Colt.
Slugs. It's good, bro.
I don't know.
That's Hornswoggle, though. It's my dog right there, my boy. I told JPJ.
He did.
Right? I told him the story about me getting a shout out from Hornswoggle on his Twitch stream and how I said it was you. So
he did.
I love you, buddy. This is big for you.
Again, I'm not. It's just, man. Just wrestling fans working themselves into getting heated for no reason.
Themselves into a
Getting
shoot,
heated.
brother.
They literally
Why don't we take it down a notch? He called me an ass. Thanks a lot, Ryan. I love you. But we do have that hard hour. So we are done at 9 o'clock. I'm just resetting the mood. This is called a segue. We're going to plug that amazing Quizplex that's coming up at 9 o'clock. Once again, TJ Cannon, Big Ben Ortmans, the hog carrying member himself. And I got so excited. I forgot about Sal, our pal Sal Renaro. These are all former Quizplex champions. This is the Champions Champion Edition. And Spencer and Zach are together in Montreal at a pub or wherever they're going to do this thing. 9 o'clock. Be there. We'll be in the chat as always. So come hang. But
and like Dustin says here, cheap plug. Join the official Love Wrestling faction on Pro Wrestling Scorecards. You can visit the Love Wrestling Discord for access, Royal Rumble predictions. Well, I know Chamber predictions, I believe.
Yeah, I'm in.
Are now open. You can go on the Discord there. Oh, well, and we got Spencer.
Do you want to hop in and break it, or are you just gonna like say that?
No, they can say it in the chat. They're probably setting up.
What's he doing? Oh,
oh no.
TJ Cannon will not be appearing on tonight's edition of Quizplex. Based on Spencer's ability to like lose something and then make it better, he probably got a third member that's like. He's probably see. However, who is it?
This is like live. Here we go. Like live breaking news here. However, we have a replacement. Your third. Oh, we got Big Bad Boris popping in. Big Bad Boris does rule. Big fan of him on this show right here.
Do we have enough bandwidth for all the hog that's going to be on the
I have no idea, but you heard it here first. Unfortunately, TJ Cannon will not be able to be appearing on tonight's championship edition of Quizplex, but Big Bad Boris, friend of the show, Big Bad Boris will be his replacement. And that will be starting in just over a half hour or so here on this channel. And we got Tim popping in here right as we're about to talk Elimination Chamber. Tim, good to see you. I thought you forgot who we were.
Yeah.
I thought you forgot who we were.
Oh,
but good to see you.
Busy guy. I talked to him.
I know.
He's been busy.
I like.
He got a new gig, and it is a sweet gig, but he's a busy guy now.
Oh, I don't. Yeah. And then we got Ben saying that he is going to guck Boris up. Acknowledge the beat. I know, Tim. We don't see enough around here anymore. That's all.
Big Ben, we love you. You know, you're our ride or die, but we love us some Boris, so don't hurt him too much.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but I almost clicked him on the screen when he's probably.
Why would you do? Why? It happens every time there's a Quizplex episode.
Because I like to mess with Zach. The whole premise of my existence here on Love Wrestling is that I got in with him doing, power outs, and then I mess with him. Now that I'm in, he can't get rid of me. I'm like a fly. But Tim's in the chat. We're going to talk Chamber.
We're going to dive into Chamber right now. We're going to dive into Chamber right now. There is 5 matches on the card for Elimination Chamber, and we are going to start.
Watch.
This. Don't do it. Don't do it. Unbelievable.
Look at his face.
Like, I don't have children, but I know if I ever do, or whenever I do, I'm going to be all right because I've had to put up with this fucking guy for 2 years. Unbelievable. You tell him not to do something, he does it. It's like, Jesus Christ, man.
I can't help myself.
Man,
Zark made an appearance on Beards for the first. Look at it. Watch.
Is that the first?
Look at his face. Hi, Zach.
Hello. I hear someone wants to mess with me.
Apparently. Pluggo, that's all he wants to do. Forever and ever is mess with you.
How's it going, boys?
We're good. About to dive into some Elimination Chamber talk, but we're doing pretty good.
Okay. I did just want to pop in, say hello, because again, I heard the spirited Elimination Chamber talk, but also,
hey, so did I.
Hey, they're together. He made it.
They are together.
Isn't it weird what green screen technology can do?
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
See, this is what Mrs. Pluggo.
Pluggo, quit messing with Zach.
I know, right? I tried to get him to stop, but he doesn't.
Don't act tough, because
I mean, we all know he doesn't listen to any of us, but he doesn't listen.
We got 2 on 2 here. We're both coming for you now, brother.
You
gonna do when Zach and Spencer and Elimination Chamber run wild over you.
That was pretty good.
I just watched. I was just rewatching Andre.
We're reclaiming Hulk Hogan's phrases.
But hey, buddy,
Ignore him.
While we have you, why don't you do the Quizplex justice and promote that thing?
Yeah. I did want to pop in. I don't want to derail the show. Again, just wanted to point out that our producer for Quizplex will be on site for this evening. As mentioned, Big Bad Boris stepping in for TJ Cannon, taking on Sal Renaro and pardon me?
I said yes.
Yeah. Sal Renaro and Big Bad Boris and Big Ben Ortmans. We're gonna have an absolute blast. Gentlemen, carry on. Thank you very much for letting me in.
Zach Pizza's here.
Pizza's here.
There you go.
All right, you boys have
pizza.
fun. Enjoy it.
We'll
See you
see
soon.
you.
Peace. All
right.
See,
So-
that didn't end up too bad.
Yeah,
You'd think between two beards, they could one of them could. You would think
So
between
we got
Zach-
an Ecto guy in the chat. He says, "Who the hell was that, and why wasn't he being yelled at?"
Oh,
I don't know.
That was Zach.
That was
And
Zach.
since
I don't think
he's
technically. Yeah, he's above us, so we can't yell at him. We'll get in trouble for that. And then we have Big Ben saying, "Yep." And then we got Tim saying, "You'd think between the two of them, they could at least have one beard." It's true.
amen to that. We've
True.
been yelling at Spencer for.
And then Ben says, "What's the
2
matter?
years.
Big Bill wasn't available."
Big Bill
And then
Morrissey?
Tim says, "As member of the Midwest, it may be too soon to say." Oh, that is true. Unfortunate. What a terrible thing.
What happened?
Well, you didn't know. You don't know that thing in Cleveland or whatever with the train that derailed. Now, what? What do you mean? What? Read up. Huh? I'm not going into it. I'm not going into it. But
I'm
fucking
sorry.
turn on the
I
news, will you? Jesus Christ! It's been the biggest story, and come on now. Anyway,
I've been watching.
we got Elimination Chamber to talk.
Anyway, we could go on for
Yeah,
hours.
we only have a
baby.
half hour.
Read a
Jeez
paper,
Lord.
Pluggo. You're damn right. I should.
Lord.
I'm a terrible adult.
Come on, man. Oh, anyway. So, Elimination Chamber. We have 5 matches on the card. This is stacking up to be pretty good. I mean, the crowd is going to be red hot the whole night, but obviously for that main event, that crowd is just going to be spectacular. What are you doing over there?
Sorry.
Had your head down the whole fucking show.
Oh, I was promoting us. Sorry.
Jesus.
I'm ready. I'm
You
here.
would see, I love the guy, but you would
I
think he
was
would do it before
working.
we start. He
I
would
was
be doing all the
working.
promoting.
I did. I was
Not
doing
even
a
can't even
little-
make eye contact. I mean, the disrespect over here.
Do you want here? Is that
Unbelievable. Jeez,
all right? I'm ready. We're good. I'm the hobnobbing. I'm making.
You're hobnobbing. We're live.
I know. I got
What do you
people.
mean?
People got to know that we're live.
Oh, there you go. He was promoting his Titans hat. That's a Texas
Texas.
Rangers hat.
Anyway, Elimination Chamber,
Wow.
Saturday night.
Wait, listen to the mood in here right now.
Saturday night. This
Pluggo,
I'm like.
Pluggo got scolded. He's like a child who got scolded right there. No. Elimination Chamber, Saturday night. It's going to be a good one.
I don't want to look up. That's what my kid would say.
I don't like
I
making
don't
eye
wanna.
contact.
You go
Yeah.
like this, and be like, I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'd be like, do it, or you're in trouble. But yes, I love the Saturday pay-per-view.
Oh, the best. The best. It's going to be
doing,
great.
Are we doing reacts?
I
know I am.
We might. Yeah.
I don't know.
And was that meant? I will. You got to pay attention. You got to pay attention. But the crowd's going to be red hot. It has the Bell Center in Montreal, Canada.
Those 2 handsome gentlemen that were just on the screen.
Oh, they'll be there in attendance. They'll be working the media junkets, doing things, interviewing WWE personnel and things
I'm
like
so
that.
excited for this pay-per-view. I might just
my
do
God.
reacts by myself then if nobody's available.
Oh my God, it is going to be a good one. Only 5 matches on the bill, but we
Yeah,
have
but 2
2
of 'em are
elimination
chambers,
and chamber
so-
matches, which go a decent amount of time. So we will dive in here, and let's start with a mixed tag match. So we have Edge and Beth Phoenix taking on the Judgment Day, which will be represented by Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
My only question is, why wasn't this Dom? Why not Dom and Rhea?
Because I mean, come on.
I know.
That's-
I know why, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just
Even though do you love the Valentine's Day thing though? Did you see
I
that?
love all of it. I'm starting to notice Rhea get a little annoyed with Dom every time he mentions.
She got a little peeved when she had to foot the bill. I know she said something on Twitter about it to kind of whatever, but
she's like, stop talking about prison, Dom. So maybe that coming to an end soon. But I don't know. I would have loved to. I don't know. I just would have loved to see them as a tag. But Finn Balor's got issues with Edge. He's had issues with Edge.
Oh, yeah.
This story has gone on longer than
very long.
Very long.
And I don't think it's going to end. I mean, right now, Smooth, good to see you. Don't worry about that.
Edge and Beth lose.
I agree.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Rhea Ripley pins Beth here, probably, right? She's going to be fighting for a title at Mania. Like, I think that you can't have her. She should probably,
they should.
Maybe
Dom.
Dom gets involved. Well, we got Smooth saying that he thinks Beth's he's gonna get the victory here. I mean, and look
I love Beth Phoenix, man.
I love Beth Phoenix too. To me, this just seems like you got to make Rhea look good here, heading to Mania.
Isn't it interesting though that like the match to have here is Rhea and Beth?
That's yes,
but they can't have it because Rhea won the Rumble. So they're not going to do that at Mania.
Yeah.
Unless they do a 2-night deal, like Rhea wins at night 1 and Beth challenges her night 2. But like, I don't, no offense here, but like, I don't need Edge and Finn in this thing. I just want Rhea and Beth.
Yeah, I mean, and I would very much like to see that match.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I would have almost liked the mixed tag match, although Rhea was in the Rumble and won it, so I guess not. But I almost feel like the mixed tag match would have been better off at the Rumble or something like that. Or you could have done Rhea and Beth at the Rumble, and then Rhea could have just been in the Rumble later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I thought that Beth was going to end up in the Rumble the way she came out in her gear and spirit.
Yeah.
Look at Smooth, by the way.
Yeah, I know. He's saying he learned a little, watched a little. I like it, man. I like it. Hopefully, at least you enjoyed it. If you are, keep
not
doing
a wrestling fan before he started watching this. Now he watches now he's getting hooked.
And I agree with Dustin. Rhea pins Beth, makes her look strong going into Mania. Post-match shenanigans from Judgment Day build to Edge and Finn or Damian. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think.
I guess my thing is like, how do we get to just Rhea and Beth? But ultimately, I think everybody's right here. I think Rhea and Finn somehow managed to get a victory here. If I'm being honest, though, like I'm kind of ready for them to figure something else out.
Tim's saying that it's Edge and Dom at Mania. I think, here's the thing. We already know that Rhea's fighting Charlotte, right? Yeah, it's going to be Ray. But here's the thing. We already know that Rhea picked Charlotte. Charlotte's on SmackDown. Judgment Day has been a Raw thing. So Dom and Rhea are shipping over to SmackDown. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to have Judgment Day be on both shows, really, until Mania. And you're going to have Finn and Damian kind of stay on Raw. Finn's going to stay on Raw because I think Edge is, it doesn't matter anymore really, but you know what I mean. Edge is on Raw. It's going to be Edge and Finn at Mania. I feel like that's the only way they're going here, I feel like. So I can see Dom and Rhea moving over to SmackDown to start the Charlotte Rhea stuff, and then Ray is over there. That just makes sense that Dom can kind of torture Ray until Ray finally gives in and says, I'm going to beat your ass at WrestleMania, you little shit, type of thing. That's where I see it going. That's where I think I see it going.
I wouldn't be opposed. It is a Mania match in my eyes, Beth versus Rhea, but like you could just do that on a Raw and really like
you could have
on the road to WrestleMania. You should pull out all the stops anyway and why not have that match?
Yeah, agreed. And
Rhea beats her, looks even stronger going against Charlotte. Like, let's go.
There's no pay-per-view that's in between Chamber and they haven't announced right?
This is it. There's no Roadblock or Great Balls
so
of Fire.
We're having pay-per-view. We're having this pay-per-view on February 18th, and WrestleMania isn't until WrestleMania April 6th.
It's like 6 weeks out.
Yeah, so you got some time. So if you want to have like a major SmackDown halfway through, or a couple weeks before Mania, or a big time Raw or something like that, you could advertise that match as like the main event of a. I don't know. I know there's going to be a takeover WrestleMania weekend. They're doing stand and deliver again. So I don't think there's really anything
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna.
Yeah, so I don't know. It could happen. It could happen.
Stand and deliver. Grayson Waller versus Shawn Michaels. Let's go.
Is that what they're saying? I saw that little thing where Shawn was screaming.
He's beefing with Shawn. He's beefing with Sean lately.
Go to commercial.
It's wild shit. Anyway,
I
we're
will
not here
still
to
say we're not here to talk NXT. I will still say Grayson Waller should have beat Braun Breaker for that title, but it's going to be Carmelo Hayes.
I said it. I said it a little bit before this show on social media. I think Grayson Waller's main event more main roster ready than Braun.
I would agree. Braun
has been Grayson's shooting it up, but anyway.
Yeah, we're not.
We could go on for hours, but we only have the hard hour tonight.
We do.
Our Champions edition of Quizplex starts at 9 p.m.
Absolutely. All right, the next match we have Bobby Lashley going against
favorite wrestler.
Yep, going against Brock Lesnar. We've seen Lesnar come back a little while ago. He's been torturing Bobby. Bobby's been kind of playing the soft card these last few weeks, saying like, "Yeah, I'll sign the con. Yeah. We're doing it on my terms." Blah blah blah.
I had my lawyer look at it. I had my advocate look at it. I had my representative. I had my kids look at it.
Yep. So he had that. He has that going on. I think Bobby Lashley should win this match. To be honest with you. I know Tim just says that bad Bobby Lashley for the win as well. I think with Lesnar, you never know. With Lesnar, you never know.
Do we get like a double count out and they do it again at Mania?
No. The rumor is that it's going to be Lesnar and Gunther at Mania. That's the rumor.
Yeah.
They had that moment in the Rumble where they kind of stared at each other and the crowd was like, "Oh, yeah, all right." Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
I don't know. I think Lashley. Do we see maybe like? Well, Dustin thinks the other way. He says Lesnar wins the rubber match, goes on to face Gunther at WrestleMania. We saw the tease forward at the Rumble. Work SmackDown for a while, hold the IC title for 7 months before dropping it to Drew at SummerSlam. Wow. There we go. Jeez.
What's up with Drew? What's he been doing?
He's been tagging with Sheamus, aren't they? The Bang Brothers. Isn't that what the Bang Bros? They had to get rid of that name because nobody that works for WWE, Cody can know Lana Rose in fucking 0.2 seconds, but nobody works in WWE knew about Bang Bros.
Well, that's just like back in the day when they did the Submission Society with Paige and Charlotte Flair, and I think it was Becky. Was it Becky?
Yeah, they turned into PCB after that, didn't they?
Yeah, well, because the Submission Society is it's also an adult entertainment niche.
Oh boy. Boys, my lady made me chicken carbonara to get me ready for Quizplex. They're all screwed. I love it.
No, they were already there before.
They were already screwed when they dropped the bill. When they dropped the card, Ben, and you were on it, they were already screwed to begin with. Yeah. Tim, I'm going to try to see if you send another message to finish it, but he says Lashley wins, we get, and then he got cut off there. But I think, goddamn, this is hard for me because I feel like I'm going to go Bobby Lashley. I'm thinking the Hurt Business reunites, and it's something
takes out Brock Lesnar.
Something like that. Something like that. They've been teasing it.
When's the last time Brock Lesnar won a match? So he lost to Roman at SummerSlam. That's the last time he wrestled, right?
Well, he was. He was in the Rumble. He lost the Rumble, obviously.
He's taken more L's than. I mean, obviously he doesn't wrestle.
It doesn't matter.
But he's Brock Lesnar, so he won the title from Lashley, which was at
Elimination Chamber last year, right?
Yeah, something like that, because Roman screwed him.
Right?
Yeah.
He says Lashley win with the title in the future, and we get Brock versus Gunther. Yeah. Is that the last time that Brock Lesnar really won a match?
I think so. He wrestles twice. Maybe 3 times a year, so it's not like earth shattering, but it is crazy to think like in a year plus we won't see a Brock Lesnar win, but it's the Brock effect. Like I'm rooting for this match to just rule. I'm rooting for them to tear the arena apart. But if I had to put it, I'm gonna say Brock Lesnar wins. I'm not thrilled about it. If this was confidence points, I'd have zero confidence in it. But
zero confidence.
Oh, when he beat him at Crown Jewel. Okay, so it's all coming back to me.
Yeah. Lashley. No, that's not true, Tim. Come on. That's
By the way, Goldberg
that's disrespectful.
trashing Rihanna's halftime performance.
Old white guy doesn't get it. Yeah, all right, shocker. Shocker that old white guy doesn't get it. Brock equals Lesnar and not Lashley. Wait, what?
Brock does equal Lesnar.
Brock equals Lashley. I was like, huh? Wait, excuse me?
Tim's out here making moves. He don't miss. That's next level stuff, man. Tim's back on the bench.
All right, we have the men's Elimination Chamber match for the WWE United States Championship. It will feature Austin Theory, Seth freaking Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. I like this. I like the people in this match.
I do too. This is nice.
I like Seth Rollins. Obviously Theory's the champ coming in.
What'd you think of those boots?
Yeah.
Would you wear those ever?
No. What?
Never?
Never.
Not once?
Well, I mean, I would wear them to be funny.
Okay, so you'd wear them at least.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna,
Like we roll like WrestleManias in Boston, and
absolutely.
How much would it cost? How much would you need to roll through Mania weekend in those boots?
I gotta wear them all weekend.
Yeah. How much do you need to be paid?
$10,000. That's probably lowballing it, but
Spencer,
I do it for 10
get
grand.
the checkbook ready.
I'll do
That's
it for
gonna
10
be
grand.
awesome.
You know how much oh my god, brutal. But I like this matchup here. I like the guys in it. I love Montez Ford being in this match. I think
this is going to be a breakout performance for him.
Yeah, but Damian Priest, Bronson Reed, Gargano. This is a good mix. This is a good mix of people. And you got Seth Rollins, who's like the main event, like big star of the match. So you have and I love how it's for the secondary title. Continuing to kind of elevate those titles to make them as important as the main titles. Man, I think Theory probably retains here. That's where I'm leaning, but I agree with Dustin. I think Theory retains, and he's gonna face Cena at Mania. And he says he could see the final two being down to Theory and Rollins, and Logan Paul interfering somehow, costing Rollins the match, furthering the build to their WrestleMania match. I could see that. I like that. And then we have Tim saying he thinks it's going to be Bronson Reed or Theory retaining. I'm leaning towards Theory retaining.
Where did you get that, Tim? Theory, I get.
Bronson Reed?
Yeah.
They're pushing him. New guy. They're pushing him. He's squashing people.
I'm just because I wrote about this. It came out today.
I was going to say, what were your kind of power rankings? You did that.
Wrestling.ca. There's an article up by yours truly ranking the participants in these Elimination Chamber matches. I have Theory retaining simply because he said because Reed is a freak, and I know it. Yeah, he is a freak. They put so much effort into building Theory up. And like you said, the John Cena thing is there. It's available. It sounds like he's available, unlike The Rock. So it's likely it could happen. I do think Seth's got the Logan Paul thing locked up. Plus, I think Seth Rollins is just above this right now. And it's not because he shouldn't be in this. I know they're elevating the United States title, but it's Seth Rollins has been so good that I think he might be in line to challenge if they end up figuring a way to split the titles, or maybe a early challenger to Cody. So I think they want to see Theory shine. I got no love for Reed because I just what has he done and what has Johnny Wrestling done that make you think, all right, they're gonna win this thing?
Yeah.
But I think
Bronson from off the pods. That could happen. The splash for sure. For sure.
I think Bronson Reed's gonna destroy a pod. I'd like Montez Ford to be in the final two.
I would like to see now you're saying you want to see Bronson.
I think we'll see Theory.
I want to see Montez Ford do the frog splash off one of them pods and fucking hit the top of the cage, probably. The height that
grab
guy
the top of the cage and fall down. I think it's going to be Theory and Ford. And I think they're going to do so much to make Ford look like the star that we think he is, that he's going to come out of this thing in a loss. Like, I think this is his night. I agree.
And I think him,
if he goes out first, though, I'm going to be pissed.
He shouldn't.
Ecto guy. What did Ecto guy say?
He said definitely an early challenger to Theory.
Yeah.
I think this whole thing with Montez Ford is going to officially start the demise of the. I know we've been talking about a Montez Ford singles run for what feels like 8 years at this point.
Yeah.
But I do think him getting in this match, and I think it might just start that dissension. They're going to make him look good, and then I could see Dawkins potentially getting jealous or getting, kind of angry or something like that. And I could just see this actually being the thing that finally starts the maybe potential breakup of the Street Profits that a lot of us have been thinking is going to be happening for a long while at this point. I think this could start it.
Because with Ford, I think too, like having a killer showing in the chamber where you almost beat Theory, you almost win it, you almost secure your ticket to WrestleMania, all these almost this, almost that, is going to make him hungry too and be like, You know what? I had that in my grasp. I kind of want to go do that.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bet on myself type deal, which then you get that dissension too, where Dawkins is already jealous anyway because he couldn't qualify. I don't necessarily love the idea of like breaking up the Street Profits in a Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels
I agree.
way, but I think you need to, because we all see, and I don't think Dawkins is that far off either.
No, I think Dawkins is great.
But Tez is ready. Like, he's been ready. So let's see it. I think Triple H is going to give us what we want or close to it.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Read the article. I got a ton of thoughts in there.
We then have the Elimination Chamber match the winner will get a championship match at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Champion. And the participants will be Carmella
Bianca Belair
against Bianca Belair. Yes. Yeah. So it'll be Asuka versus Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalya versus Carmella.
Tim,
to answer Tim's question, I think Doc, if they do the breakup thing,
taking Otis's spot.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Otis.
I love that. I love it. I love how they all look at Otis as like the stud.
That's
you know what I mean?
Move.
Yeah, it was Mandy. It was Mandy a few years ago. Now it's the male models. They look at Otis. They go, yeah.
And they say the WWE can't do long-term booking.
I just love it. To me, and again, I want to talk. Obviously, you wrote that article with your rankings, so I want to let you talk more on this. But to me, this is Asuka's match to lose. I think it's Asuka Bianca, no questions asked. To me, I could, and Tim says he thinks Asuka or Cross. If anybody else was going to surprise victory for me in this match, I think it would be Raquel, to be honest with you. But I think this is a no-brainer for me. I think it'll be very good. It should be a lot of fun. And I do like how, I love Nikki Cross being in the match. You know how I feel about Liv. And I'm glad Carmella's back. I think Carmella is criminally underrated and doesn't get enough respect.
You did read I wrote that today.
Did you? I've been saying that for a long time.
I know we all have.
But I think Carmella is criminally underrated.
I didn't reinvent the wheel with the article in the term. We all think that. Mella is funny. So
for me, it's Asuka. It's Asuka by a long shot.
I think so. I ultimately think so too. Only because she's the biggest name in the match. Now they teased. They had me worried on Monday when they were going to insert Becky and Bayley into this thing, and I was going to have to rewrite half an article. But they did the right thing, I think, because I think Becky and Bayley on its own is its own thing, and you want to build someone new here because we've seen Bayley, Becky, Bianca a bunch, and I think the Asuka thing, the way she got the reception at the Rumble and the showing she had, I think they were like, all right, we got to run with this. I know 2 creepy characters back to back for Bianca is kind of weird with Alexa Bliss. But yeah, like Nikki Cross is fun, but I don't think she's ready. I don't think they've done enough with her. Raquel is the other one where you literally could go super strong Raquel, super strong Bianca, and just have like a feats of strength thing, and you could sign me up. The Liv one, that's where everybody always gets tripped up.
Yeah.
They've already kind of tried it, been there, done that. I think the Rumble thing was big for her. Like that big showing was huge, right? Yeah. And I don't think you want to see her take a loss to Belair at Mania and have to start her back over again, because they're trying to rebuild whatever that Ronda shit was.
Yeah.
And they soured on her. So yeah, for me, it's Asuka. I don't think there's a question. I would be shocked if they went anywhere else with it. Yeah. Just because that's your marquee matchup. That's your name. Asuka, Bianca. Like, let's go. That sells tickets.
I think
Rhea, Flair. That's huge too. Then you can have Becky Bailey at Mania if you want. Ronda and Shayna look like they're going to be at Mania.
You're going to be going for the women's tag titles.
So
it looks like you got women's stories kind of throughout both nights, multiple matches. It looks like you can put out there. If you can have 2 or 3 women's matches on both nights.
Yeah. And I say that because I think the old realm WWE or the old regime would have thrown Becky and Bailey into that chamber
1,000%
and made it an 8-person chamber, whatever.
Convoluted, friggin' 8-person.
Because
nonsense.
they don't think they've got enough names. But if you've got enough, that's what we've always wanted, is these multiple women's stories. I think they have it. And I think you'll set some stuff up in this chamber that we're excited for too. Like, give me Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross. Like, why not? Like, do some stuff. Carmella, give her something to do, because she is money. The boss is right.
Yep. Mella is money. Yeah.
Have you seen the Twitter beef with her and Carmelo Hayes?
No, I haven't actually.
She's like, quit stealing my catchphrase. And go on Twitter and just
look because I get it. Mello
anyway.
Is money. Yeah.
But since we have the hard hour, I think we gotta talk this.
Yeah, I know. We got to finish it up with, the main event.
Left?
Yeah. The main event of the evening. It is for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. No, wait, I'm sorry. Did I say that right? It is the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship.
Thank goodness for Spencer and Zach that the media portion of that is before the show, because I have a feeling they're not going to have voices during this main event. They're going to lose them screaming. God. They might cry.
I mean,
Lawrence too. Our lawyers.
Lawrence is going as well. Yeah. It is Roman Reigns defending against the hometown hero of Montreal. Ole, 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 ole.
I just saw Tim's comments. Jesus Christ.
I'm not showing one of them. But
Cross should be pushed. You're right. But
no, 1,000%. Yeah, he's right.
I love Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is my girl. I enjoy Nikki Cross a lot. I don't think that they've done enough for us to go, here's your title shot at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah. But it is. Here we go. Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, Universal Championship on the line. I think we all know what the result of the match will be. Yes. But
hasn't that's been the story, is we all know Roman's winning. Yes. How? And what are they going to do? Like Rumble, we knew it ain't going to be KO, but then they absolutely destroyed all of us with the turn. And what's going to happen? What's going to be the story at Chamber?
Well, yeah, and they had this. Yeah, they had the story. KO hasn't been on television for a few weeks since the Rumble. They have the story where on SmackDown last week, Jay and Sammy kind of still fist bumped and did their thing, which was excellent. And then Heyman said at the end, Roman's requesting that next weekend you guys stay home because you can see things. Sometimes you see things on television that you can't see when you're here in the building.
Well, yeah, and he did ask Jimmy, like, what was said, and he goes, nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
But Paul heard it all?
Yeah.
And that's a great way to write them off TV because they can't go anyway.
Are we 100% certain they're definitely not going to be there? I feel like Jay needs to be there. At least Jay.
Yeah.
At least Jay. Like, can you make an exception? Can we get an exemption for Jay? Because Jay needs to show up in this match. And he needs to show up.
Maybe he does.
And he needs to show up, and Sammy's happy about it, and Jay needs to help Roman win this match.
Is there a possibility
That's what needs to happen.
That they help Sami
Win?
Not necessarily that he has to win.
Or they help Sami, and then he comes close to winning, and then Roman still wins and looks at him like, what the fuck?
Right, like we all turn on Roman.
Oh, so you think maybe, is there a way that this story shifts to this all crumbles in on Roman and everybody leaves Roman in the final blow? And the final blow is Cody winning the belt or something? Like it all crumbles in on Roman?
Yeah, like that's a possibility, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm so freaking excited. And Ophelia, what's good? She said Jay is allowed Jimmy, from my understanding. So Jay could show. It's convoluted. I know that they don't go to everything over these because of the issues.
And Dustin says, if Sami loses, I think Triple H is smart enough that he has something planned to not have everyone upset with. Yeah, well, look. Okay.
I will say this though, leaving a pay-per-view with everybody booing because they're so that's
not what's going to happen though.
But that's not the worst thing that could happen.
No, but okay. So if you want to know what I'm going to have, and Tim says he thinks Sami wins to face Cody at Mania. And then the fallout of the bloodline. And he thinks we're still getting Rocky at Mania. Oh, you optimistic son of a gun. You optimistic son of a gun. I love it. Here's how I think. Okay, so kind of going on Dustin's comment. Sami is going to lose. Sami 1,000% is going to lose. That's how I feel. It's not going to be close. There'll be a few times where Sami gets close and the crowd blacks out because he's the hometown hero. But I think Sami's going to lose.
Are we getting yelled at?
I don't know. We have to get off the air in like 2 minutes.
We're trying.
No, honestly, hi. I clicked into the wrong room, and I figured, well, while I'm here, I might as well say hi. So
of course.
That's it. That's all that happened.
All right.
That's it. I have no points to make. Sami Zayn rules.
Sami Zayn does rule. Do you think he's going to win? Do you think he's going to win on Saturday? We're doing our picks for the main event before we get out of here to hand it over.
What do you think is going to happen on Saturday, boss?
I was on with Romeo and SP3 yesterday on True Heel Heat, and I don't know. It's a head and heart, and I am picking with my heart on this one. I'm manifesting, like all the Instagram quotes are telling me to do. I am putting her out there into the universe that Sami Zayn is walking out there with the titles.
All right.
Oh boy.
I mean, look at it. I get it. It would
now
be
is my head is like
unless he steals them
logically
and runs
probably
off?
Yeah.
No, he's gonna. There's our champ.
Montreal screw job too.
All right, I got to go. We've got 1 minute.
Okay. All right.
I want to get to that.
So here, what I think is going to happen, and we have like a minute to get out of here. But what I think is going to happen is Jay's going to show up. He's going to cost. However it goes, Roman's winning, and I think the beatdown occurs, and the crowd is booing. And like Dustin said, even though Sami loses, Triple H is smart enough that he has something planned to not have everyone upset. I think the big thing how the show ends is KO's music hits. Montreal guy as well, hometown, that pop will be gigantic. He comes out, and we end up with KO kind of saving the day for Sami. And then that kind of that gets us to Mania. That's what I think happens.
I feel that too. That's why I said, like, this whole Roman story, before we get out of here, it's just been me intrigued on how they're going to do it. Because like we know that Roman's winning most of the time. We know what's happening at Mania. So let's just see how we get there. I'm strapped in for a hell of a good story. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Should be a good time, friends. Stay right here. Stay on this channel. We're going to get out of here right now. You know where you can find us. Follow Pluggo at Pluggo_. Follow me at JPJ Loves Gaming. Follow us at B2Beards. You know where you can find us. Follow us. We got the quick hour. We're going to get out of here, but enjoy Elimination Chamber this week. Enjoy Quizplex right now. Big Bad Boris.
Big Bad Boris. Big Ben.
Big Ben. Championship Edition. Spencer and Zach together in the same place. Enjoy it now. Pluggo and I will see you guys. Pluggo and I will see you guys real soon. We love you. Peace out.